morning. So welcome to the Herbrand vlog, baby. Week 1. Today is Wednesday, which is the first day of the week that we are open. I am starting my day with a orange juice and bacon from Greg's, as I do every day. And then we're going to crack on. So I will take you with me on what I'm up to today. So I have finished breakfast and I have done the morning setup. I've turned all of the lights on in the shop, so she is ready to go. I have put the PowerPoint on the TV. We have an incense going, so it smells nice and fresh in here. And we are ready for the day, baby. Let's go. So Sophie is at her other job on Wednesday and Friday. She's at the NHS. So I'm in the shop on my own on those 2 days a week. So I keep those 2 days as my make days, and then Thursday, Saturday and Sunday are my client days. So I always like to start my morning with a little crafty project. So I finished off the Buddha this morning. There she is, girl. Okay, can we all just take a minute for the details? And then I'm going to move on to doing some more productive admin stuff this morning. Fun stuff. So my first admin task of the day is to set up the YouTube account that this vlog will be on. And then I'm also going to be starting to set up our website today, which is been in the pipeline for a very long time, so that's really exciting. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I am terrible at technology, so pray for me. Let's see how that goes. Okay, that is job 1 done for the day, which you will know if you are watching this because it is on this channel. A little update on what Mr. Herbrand is getting up to this afternoon. He's just snapping it up big time. Okay, so I spent the morning doing some admin work, and then I started looking at the website, which has been on my to-do list for like over a year, and I've stumbled at the first building block, guys. I don't know whether this is an ADHD thing or if it's a valid excuse, but it's what I'm going to go with. Basically, I need to choose a domain name. It's literally step 1. So I'm going to wait for Sophie because I feel like that's a joint decision. So I'm going to do that. So instead, I'm going to go to Bernardo's and see if I can get a tie, because I'm going to spend my afternoon making a new tie. This one's cool colours. Broken. So I got this, it looks blue in here, but it's like purple and pink and black striped tie. And then I also found this nice, very Herbrand coded pink little bag. So I've got that because I've got these, where are they? I've got these little lips that I spray painted a very similar colour of pink last week. So seems like a perfect little match made in heaven, so I'll get to that. But for today, I'm gonna work on this tie because I made these 2 ties last week and I'm absolutely obsessed. So this was the first one. I also made a different one, but I don't know where it is. So this one's got this like wonky pearl necklace, and then the tie's got these really beautiful little pattern that I've put this little watch face here, and then I've centered the pattern with pearls and these little raindrops, and then I've added this little chain, so she's really cute. And then I also made this one again with the pearl necklace, and then this one's more of like a summery vibe. Beachy was the word I was looking for. But this one's got this gorgeous little Herbrand gold detail, so this one I love. I've just got lipstick on it. Okay, I'll clean that. These will be for sale very soon. This one has a little bit of lipstick on. Oops, I'll clean that. Anyway, I'm going to start on this one. So I'm going to show you my process. So basically, first of all, I get out my charms. These are like the centerpiece charms for making jewellery, not the actual beads. And what I do is I pick out of here what sparks a bit of inspiration, and then I'll scout the shop for anything that might go with that. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back and tell you what I'm going to go with. So we have these little like petal charms, and we usually just put them on earrings like this, but in all honesty I'm not so keen on them as earrings on their own, and I've not really had much inspiration for what to do with them. but I've just put loads together and fanned them out, and they make like a nice little 3D flower. So I'm thinking little 3D flowers with a pearl centerpiece, but I don't actually know how I'm going to do it, so I'll give it a go. But first I'm going to wrap the tie into shape, sew it, and then we'll get going on the actual design. So let's go. So that's done. I've just made it so that there's a little gap at the top here for the necklace to go through, and then the rest of it's all sewn into place. So now I'm going to try and figure out how best to make the flowers sit how I want them to sit. So I'm going to figure it out, and then I'm going to come back and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I tried a few different things. I tried sewing them together. I tried like sticking them together in a little pile and then fanning them out, but it just wasn't working. So I've done a little test one on a test strip here, and obviously this is not at all like how she's going to look, but I'm thinking that the best option and the only option that's probably going to work is just literally glue them on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, we is in business. So obviously, you got to trial and error everything. This is the first one of these I'm making, so we will have to see how durable she is. But because she's just glued on, I did want to sew it because obviously it sticks up quite far, so I'm worried about the longevity of it. But it's a tie, it's not a toy, so as long as she's looked after, she should be okay. It's quite steady glue, so I'm thinking it'll be good. But I'm gonna keep going and then I will check back in. So the flowers are all on. I just need to let them dry, and then I'm going to add these little raindrop pearls scattered in between them and make a little necklace for it. So I'm going to do the necklace while the flowers dry, and then when they're sturdy I'll sew these little raindrops on. Okie dokie, it's done. So here she is. She's cutesy. She's not really my vibe, to be honest, but I'm sure she will be someone's vibe. She's cute. I'm obsessed with how these came out, the flowers. They're super cute. And then I put these little raindrop pearls, and I made this pearled. It's got these little pink flowers framing the bigger pearls. So that's this afternoon's little creation. So it's 4:10. I've got about 50 minutes until I close. I've been quite productive today, but I think I'm just going to get tidied up now and then spend the last hour just doing some content stuff. So I'm going to get some Instagram posts ready, and I'm uploading our Herbrand Style Assembly Female Gaze concept video to YouTube. So by the time this airs, that will already be on there. If you've not seen that yet, go check it out. If you missed our Style Assembly show, that will be the best thing for you to watch. There is also videos on the YouTube of the actual show, so you can see the models walking the look. But if you missed the show, watch the concept video. That's the full show, start to finish, but it's just me and Sophie showing all the looks. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So this afternoon we are doing some content for Sabine and Stefan, who have come to take some pictures and do a little interview in the shop. So that is how we are finishing off day one on the Herbrand blog. I'm sure that content will go on the Instagram and you will see the results. Good morning, lovely people. Today is Thursday and I am walking to work with these two painful babies. Sophie is at her mama's, so she is not in the shop today. It's just me that you'll see. We are just on our way to Greg's and then the shop, so we will see you all soon. So I've just got to the shop. We are currently all in darkness. I'm doing things a little bit back to front this morning. Usually I'd get my breakfast, come in, eat, open. Because I've got both dogs and I couldn't take them both in with me, I've come here to drop them off. So I'm going to do the open, run to Greg's, then come back. So I want to show you how I do the open first. Here we are all in darkness. So I'm gonna let that lamp on, don't tell anyone. So turn both the lights on. And then just click all of these little switches for the beauty room on. The lamp for the mannequin goes on, so she's all lit up. Flip the switch, flip the switch, flip the switch, flip the switch, and then we are all lit up. Hey doggies. I'm just gonna put PowerPoint on. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then I just put the thing on to repeat. Is open and ready to go. So I'm just running down to get some breakfast before we open. I'm going to use this little minute in the sunlight to give AJ Aesthetics a little shout out because I had my lips done on Tuesday. What a woman. Thanks, girl. We are officially open to the public for the day. What's my plan for today? I have my usual Thursday morning client in at 11, and then I actually haven't got a plan for today. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do that bag that I bought yesterday, and then I've made these. Let me show you. This is really exciting. I made these I think last week or the week before. They've not gone out yet, so they're not actually for sale just yet, but they will be very, very soon. They are little Herbrand cocktail sets. Gorgeous. So this one is the first one that will be going out for sale shortly. It's not out yet, but it is going out for sale. And then there will be one more of these available. I could only source 3 of these to upcycle, and I want one. So I think this afternoon I'm going to make my set. I've already gemmed the actual mixer, but I'm going to do the glasses. Our glasses for at home are a little bit different because we already had these. I bought these ones to go with the set, so they're a little bit different. But yeah, I think this afternoon I'm going to do these ones for us. I thought I'd just show you these because they're absolutely stunning. So yeah, at some point soon, this one will be for sale. There will be 2 available. Hopefully, if I can source any more and if it sells well, then they might be a regular piece of stock that we have. But yeah, for now there is just that one, but it's not gone out yet. So if you want it, keep your eyes peeled. So yeah, I think that's my plan for the day. Dante is just currently having his breakfast. He's on some sausage this morning. Don, are you having some sausage for breakfast? Oh, he's finished it. And Miss Indy is also here today, aren't you, darling? So these are my 2 helpers. They're going to watch the shop while I do my client this morning. And they're going to help me jam some cups this afternoon. So that's our plan for the day. So before my first client of the day comes, I'm just going to plan out what I'm going to do with this bag because I'm also going to have a look at this today. So I know that I definitely want to use this, and I've been making them into these little Herbrand logos. But obviously I've changed the colour of this one. I'm going to try and keep this one in this shade of pink because it's so beautifully close to this bag. But I think I'm going to try and make that into a little Herbrand logo as like a little clasp detail. And then I'm just going to have a look through all of my charms and my big bag of beads and some of my boxes of beads and just see what else sparks inspiration. I think I'm going to change this strap out for a beaded strap. I just need to decide on what beads, and then I'll definitely do more with this, but I don't know what yet. So stay tuned, baby. So it's 10 to 11 now. My client will be here in 10 minutes. I've just spent the time up until now picking out what I'm going to do with this bag because that's going to be my first job after my client. I've just done a little rough sketch here. I'm just going to do my little signature, like when I do gems and sequins in little clusters, but I'm going to add in some pearls and possibly these little girl power things and these little sparkly things. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of fluff, and I'm going to swap the strap out for a beaded strap. So yeah, that's my plan. We've done a little rough sketch here, which will probably make no sense to anyone but me. Looks very, very rubbish, but it won't when it's done. So yeah, stay tuned to see the final product. So I have just finished my client for this morning, and I am jumping straight on to getting on with the bag. So my first task is the most tedious, horrendous task. I'm cutting out Herbrand, the whole thing, in letters this small. This small. So yeah, this is This has become a regular occurrence at the minute since I started making these little lips things, and it's absolutely horrible. I hate it, but the outcome is very worth it. So I'll see you in an hour. So I have just finished cutting out the Herbrand. It's very, very tiny, so I can't cut out the middle bits. So I've just mixed up this colour, which I think is close enough to that one. So I'm going to make the right in neon and fill the gaps in with that, and then stick them to the lips. I was just going to do it and then show you when it's done, but I'm going to show you the process because why not, baby? So I'm just going to cure them. I've not pushed them down, I've just placed them on, and then I'm going to cure that resin, which will hopefully then just hold them in place. Hey! How you doing? So a couple of my friends just popped in to see me, which was really lovely. I'm sure you heard. That's Innie and Frank. They are House of Wings icons. Just trying to put my little glovies back on. So I'm just going to make sure that is fully cured. Okay, they are stuck on and they look absolutely horrendous right now. But I need to wait for it to dry, and then I can paint it, and then I can do the top coat, and then hopefully it should look good. But we shall see. While I wait for that to dry, I am going to work on the small strap, and she's going to be fluffy and pink. So I have added this cutesy little pink trim on the handle. Okay, I got absolutely distracted and completely forgot to take any videos today, so I have made this bag. It's ridiculous, in all honesty, but it's cute. It's really cute. I'm just finishing up. I didn't get around to doing absolutely anything else today because when I reveal this, you will see why. It's ended up being a bigger job than I thought. But I'm just about to do the top coat of resin on the little lips. Oh, you all right, Ben? Little Indy having a sneeze. I'm just about to do the top coat of resin on the lips, so I'll show you that, and then we're going to stick them, once that's cured, I'm going to stick them to the bag, baby. The top coat of resin is on. We're just going to cure that. It's not perfect, to be honest. I don't know whether I'm going to put it on or not. Like, it's a little bit of hair got stuck in it while I was doing it, and I've really tried to cover it, but we're just going to see how it looks when the resin is done. I've done the top coat of resin and I've started curing it, but I find that if I cure it a little bit, give it a minute, and then go back to curing it, it dries a bit quicker. So in the meantime, I am going to make a strap for the bag. I'm not going to show you until it's done, is what I've decided at this point. So we'll check back in on that in the morning. But my plan is now I'm just going to quickly get a little bit tidied up, and then I have college tonight, so I'm going to drop the dogs off at home and then walk up to college, which is really exciting because it's been off all summer, so back into it. And I am finishing my first pair of trousers tonight, so that's exciting. I'll take you with me. I am just on my way up to college to finish my first pair of joggers. So I've just got to college and pulled my pants out of the bag. It's very busy in here today. So I just need to put the waistband on. But I've even added little pockets, so I'm super proud of them. Joe kindly donated this fabric to me as it's my first run. Yeah, I'm going to be sick. I'm excited. This is a pre-waistband. Just trying them on to figure out where it needs to go. I don't know whose these are, but I've just found them under the table at college, and they just need a moment because they're literally the coolest shoes ever. I'm obsessed. This is my waistband that I've just started pinning on, and then once I've overlocked it on, I'll leave a little gap to thread the elastic through. Exciting. My waistband is officially pinned on, baby. Gotta go use the overlocker now, which is terrifying, but I'm gonna take you with me. So this machine is an overlocker, and it's the scariest thing on the planet. It's like a sewing machine. It has a little blade here that cuts off your fabric as you go, so if you fuck up, you've really fucked up. I now have joggers with a waistband. Just need to do the bottom and then they're done. Good morning, beautiful people. Today is Friday, so it's just me in the shop. I've not got any videos so far this morning. It's about 10:30 now. I was running a little bit late this morning, so I've just got in, had some breakfast and got open. First thing today, I'm going to show you my new jumper, because we've got new uniform. Exciting. This one's just a little tester one, but at some point we'll also be making this sort of merch available to buy in the shop, so that's exciting. My plan for today is just a lot of admin-y stuff really. I'm going to finish the bag this morning that I started yesterday, but our girl Kimmy is getting married tomorrow, which is exciting. So it won't be us in the shop tomorrow, it will be Grace. So yeah, today I'm just going to be getting everything ready in here for Grace, writing down everything that she needs to do, all that kind of stuff, and getting ready for Kimmy's big day tomorrow, so that's exciting. I think my first port of call this morning is going to be a hot chocolate, because I'm usually a coffee drinker, but I don't know what's going on. The past, like, I don't even know how long, just recently, I've just really gone off coffee, unless it's like a really nice, proper barista made coffee. Like, I used to be happy with an instant or a coffee machine coffee, but it's really gone off it. Even like, I'll drink like one from the Costa machine in here, but it's a bit expensive. It's like nearly £4 every time you want coffee. So instead, I'm gonna get some milk. I'm gonna make hot chocolate. Just making a little hot chocolate to start the day. So I completely forgot that a big bag of stock arrived last night, so my actual first job for today is to unpack that, which is really exciting. It's just like packaging stuff really, mainly. So we've got some new hot pink carrier bags, which is really exciting. We'll do a little haul, shall we? A little haul. We've got loads of new, these are also really exciting. So these are aftercare cards for all of the different jewellery that we sell. So we have different grades of metals that tarnish differently. So these are different aftercare cards on how to look after the different metals appropriately. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes of that. And then some new little boxes to put the nicer jewellery in. Some more of our little plastic pochettes, cheaper jewellery. Some more little sticker freebies for you in your little bag. These are exciting. This is scratch to win, so we'll put little discounts or whatever, and then you stick this over and it's like a little scratch card. So they'll also be going in bags, but we don't have that many, so I think I'll just put them in higher purchase bags. And then what else have we got? We also have new gift cards, which are really exciting, so they are available now. So I have just finished putting all of the new stock out in the shop, and then I am going to start making some lists for Grace tomorrow. So come say hi to Grace and come check out all of the new stock. So it's ended up being a little bit of a busy one today. I've just spent the morning unpacking all of that stock and writing down a list for Grace and taking some videos and stuff, and then one of my regular ladies came in and asked me to straighten her hair, so I did that, and then a lady came in for a brow wax and tint, so I did that. So what I'm going to do now is just sort out behind the desk, because this is the current state of affairs. It's messy. So I'm just going to put all of the new packaging away, tidy it all up behind here, and then I'm going to crack on with finishing the bag, so that's exciting. Our handsome little mascot. Hello, baby. Are you hard at work? Are you hard at work? Well done. I have just finished tidying up behind the desk and getting everything ready for Grace tomorrow, and then this happened. Fucking losers! So I'm just sat behind the desk minding my business, and I hear, "Stop the boat, send them home, stop the boat, send them home." So I went out, and it's literally about 10 people with massive flags, like it's so embarrassing. So I shouted, I was like, "Get a fucking life, losers," whatever, and then they've all started filming. I was like, we were the issue. And then this guy, who's apparently like an MP in Blackpool, came over and started talking to us about how Charlie Kirk's a stand-up guy and a man of faith and all this. So now I'm just like irked in the middle of my workday. So we'll take this moment to say that if you are right-wing, unsubscribe, unfollow, bye-bye. Anyway, I have just finished getting everything ready for Grace tomorrow. I have lined everything up that she might need, written all of her instructions down, so she is ready to go. So my next tasks for the day are to get Kim and Nathan's wedding present ready, and then finish the bag. I have just finished wrapping Kim and Nate's present. So this is like their joint main present, but then I also have these for Kimmy, which I've not finished wrapping yet because I've got a little I do for the bottom of her shoes, which is going to go in there as well, so I'm going to wrap that when I get home, which will also be plain white. And then I've got a little bit of silver chain and these little cherries, so it'll match the main present, so I'll wrap that on when I get home. But my other little tasks for the day is to finish the bag and then do some admin stuff. I've got about an hour until close, so I'm going to do the bag, just add the last detail or two, and then get on with some admin. I've just come to finish the bag, and very, very, very annoyingly, but also very, very typically, I can't find the lips. So I spent ages yesterday cutting out Herbrand in tiny little letters, sticking it, painting it, resining in it, all that, to lips the same as this. And I've tidied the desk today, and I haven't seen them today, but they're gone. Can't find them anywhere. So my little impatient me wanted to be impatient and just use these ones instead. I was going to just stick them on and be like, oh, I'm done with it. But if I do that and then the other one turns up, I'll be really mad about it. So I'm going to do the sensible thing. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to wait until next week or Sunday or whenever and see if I can find it, and then I'm going to finish it. But I won't leave you all hanging. I will reveal the bag, because all that needs to go on is the lips. So you can just use your imagination, but I'll also show you where it would go with this one. There she is, baby. She's very, very wild. She's very, very extra. She's the girls and the gays, you know. Girly pop, girly pop. But let's show you some little details. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. You're awake. You're all right, handsome. You're all right. You okay? Oh, you little stretch. Oh, little stretch. Oh, little stretch. He's impatient now, he wants to go home. He knows when it's nearly the end of the day, don't you, sir? Anyway, so, the details, let's go. So, it starts off very, very heavy in this bottom corner, and then it explodes out and gets more and more sparse as it goes up the bag. And then, obviously, we have the little fur trim. And then I made this strap for it, which I am really quite obsessed with. It's just the same little repeating pattern all the way. And then this is the back. So obviously it really, really fades to nearly nothing on the back. And then the lips, when I find them, they'll just go there like a little clasp detail. So that's the bag. Little reveal for you all. She's super cute. She's very, very extra. I was just going to get on with some admin-y stuff, but someone from the market has just come through and said that we are closing a bit early today because A few people are already shut, so there's only a couple of us open, so I'm gonna go home.
Morning everybody, my name is Grace. I used to run the general store in this unit, so it's kind of weird being back in here, but nice. I am holding down the fort for Herbrand today. It's Saturday, so hopefully it'll be a busy day. As anyone who knows me could have predicted, I'm not a morning girl, so I lasted about half an hour without a coffee, so I popped down to last night, got an oat fat white, best coffee in Blackpool by far. So we've had a fair few customers in today. In my downtime when it's not busy, I do origami and I make these little Chinese vases, so this one's nearly ready. It's going to be really cute.
I add to Grace's videos from Saturday because I'm going to reveal her little origami vases that she made because they're so cute and you will need to see them. I've just come to work and there's a little stack of them on the desk, so thank you for leaving these for us, babes. They're adorable. Let me show you them all lined up so you can see the different sizes that she's made. These are so cute. So cute! Look at them! So if you ever want anything making in origami, hit Grace up. And this is a little video that Day's got off the shop on Sunday, so that's the last day of the week. Thank you for watching week 1 of the Herbrand vlog.